Okay, so update. Last couple of days have been a pretty big struggle. Getting bait, finding fish. I've had a couple of eats, but have unfortunately been broken off. We had croakers prepared for this morning, but they've all died, so we're trying to get some more. But I'm out here early. I'm getting an early start. Gonna be throwing the NLB in, no live bait needed, 5-inch paddle tail, seeing if I can hook up on something with artificial. This is my last morning here, so this is my last chance to get a big snook. See if we can make it happen. All right, these snook are not cooperating for us this morning. They are swimming all around. There's a giant school that was literally just hanging around one of our baits.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
And they're not eating. I'm gonna have to get out of here soon, but I just want to drop down. I want to see if we can see them. So we're gonna drop one of our GoPros in the water. I think it'll be kind of cool to see what's down here, Brad, and Juno PIER.
I'll definitely be interested to see this footage.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. We got our little GoPro going. Let's see what's our battery life on this. Okay, we got plenty.
First drop going down, and you can see as soon as you drop down, there were just snook everywhere. On the way down, you can see them. And once I reel up, we were blown away. We looked at this footage after I pulled it up from this first drop at how many snook are underneath this pier. We could not obviously see from on top of the pier this amount of snook, and it's really mind-blowing. And you can see a small school of mangrove snapper and a couple of spadefish there on the left. Pay close attention, something's about to happen. Oh, there it is. Coolest capture yet. That was James's bait getting smoked by a snook. There it is, slowed down. I noticed something afterwards. You can see the fish fighting on the way up. Down at the bottom of the screen, you can see the croaker actually came loose. That's the croaker. And then another snook ate the croaker. So, pretty cool.
Oh, you on? Oh, dude, I got the camera down there. Hopefully I can see that.
That would be sick.
That would be awesome. I'm gonna leave. Oh, that would be cool footage.
That would be awesome.
This is the next drop, and you've got a nice school of spadefish that's kind of hanging out right in front of us. That school of mangroves are still over to the left. And you can see that huge school of snook still hanging back on the backside of the pier. Came over to the other side of the pier and dropped down just to see what was going on. This would be the south side of the pier. A few snook on bottom as it's on the way down, and you can see once I kind of correct here. And there's one hanging out right there too, but you'll see off in the distance there's snook hanging around the back. Mainly just bait over here, like small little hardtails. Ton of sand perch you can see on the bottom, and right there was a couple of sand perch that swam by, but all on the bottom, just a ton of sand perch, ton of bait on this side, which they're probably hanging out over here because there's like 1,000 snook on the other side of it. So dropping down on the other side of the pier where all those snook are hanging out, and went through, it looked like a little school of cigar minnows up top. But look at this, just an enormous amount of snook. You can see a few kind of hanging on the bottom that would be on the outside of the pier. That's what we can see. Those ones that were hanging out on the bottom, you can see those on the pier, just like a handful of them, maybe 10 of them. But all these that are like suspended, this huge wall of snook, you can't see that from standing on the pier. I dropped down one more time. You can see there are some baits hanging around. I think that's a Sergeant Major fish, that little sheep's head with the yellow looking thing. But you can see there's some more sand perch and several little hardtails. Over along the piling, I think those are pilchards. A lot of little bait, and then I think you can see those are cigar minnows kind of hanging out above the snook there, those longer looking baits.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, okay. No. He's around the piling. Come on out.
Come on, buddy.
Come on out.
Come on.
Should I free spool him?
I can come over this way. Get a little better.
Where?
This way. Get a little better angle.
Come out.
Is he on it?
I can't tell.
You still feel a fish?
No.
Or it's just...
Oh, but yeah, it's off. Whatever it was on.
Shake the trap right.
Oh, golly.
Had a blast hanging out at Juno Pier. Love that area. It's so fun targeting these snook. I hooked up on like 3 or 4 big ones on this trip over the course of the few days, and was unable to land any of them. These snook, it's very impressive how quickly they can get you around a piling, or even use an 80-pound mono or fluoro leader. They can still fray that off. It's crazy. Or they just hooks pull, or it's just a lot of things can go wrong. It's crazy, even using really heavy gear. But I definitely will go back. I love the area, and it was cool seeing all those fish underneath the pier. Brant has done a few underwater videos here lately and over the years, and I've always thought it was cool. And having that water clarity at Juno Pier, and just knowing that there was a bunch of snook around, I wanted to see what it looked like under there. So really neat to see, and getting that eat. Like, you don't realize how difficult that is, because these snook, number one, they don't eat very often. Like, even though there's 1,000 of them under that pier, you have your little croaker dangling down there, and it's like 45 minutes to an hour in between every bite. And that's when it's good. Like, usually you'll go hours upon hours with absolutely nothing. So the fact that I happened to have my GoPro hanging down there right beside James as he got ate, insane. Like, it just, what are the chances? Really cool to see. that fish come in and try to eat that croaker, and then the croaker go down and get eaten by another snook. Make sure you go and check out Ryan's channel, Brad's channel, Sean's channel. Go check out Frisky Fins. I was hanging out with all those guys on this trip. Really cool dudes. Go support them. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, you stay bummy.